this is going on YouTube.
What's going on with Holly?
I was like notoriously bad for 3, 2, 1. I'm Paula.
I'm Holly.
And this is Athlete to Athlete. Tell me about your Miami T100 and what that experience was like for you.
Well, I was, 8 weeks pregnant or something.
Yeah.
And it was just, I really didn't know what to expect. I told you, I think, just before the race.
Yeah, you told me you were pregnant before the race, so I knew.
Yeah.
But people didn't know yet.
No, I wasn't telling anyone. But yeah, I mean, I didn't expect anything, and I just wanted it to be over because, like, during it, you're like, I don't want to crash. I don't want to, you know, you're kind of in your head of it.
Worried about things you're not normally worried about.
It was fun because you don't know how, you know, when the next time you're going to race is. So yeah.
And you knew that would be your last race before having
a baby? 100% during that. I was like, I'm done. And Sean was like, my husband was like, maybe we can do another one. And I was like, nope, that's it.
That is the end. And you had a great race, so.
Yeah, it was great.
That's fun. Did you feel any different?
I mean, I don't want to say this, but I had like huge boobs and like I was definitely feeling it. Yeah.
We couldn't tell. I couldn't tell you.
I showed Jackie before. It was like I walked down the elevator in my t-shirt, which I normally wouldn't run in a t-shirt in Miami.
Yeah.
And I got out of the lobby because I didn't want anyone to see or notice or be like, what's going on with Holly? And I was like, hey, Jackie, look at this. And she was like, what's going on with you?
And then you told me.
And then I told you both, yeah.
That's fun.
What do you remember about the first time we raced each other?
I don't remember what race it was specifically, but I do remember following you, because you started 70.3 a little bit before I did. And then when I made the jump to it, you were always so far ahead, and I just like looked up to you a lot, and I wanted to be as fast as you, but you were literally winning everything, and you were riding a trek. I was riding a trek at the time. I don't know, I just was like, wanted to be as much like you as I could. Oh my God. For which sounds kind of awkward to say now, but yeah, that's what I, like Oceanside. I think we did a lot of the same races because we both live in the US, so.
I just remember you coming out of short course, and that was still like, Paula Findlay, and like, you know, I knew your name from short course and everything, so it was like you were still early in the 70.3.
For sure. And I kind of jumped into that distance after struggling a lot in short course for many years, so it was like just trying to be good at something new. How has your approach to training and racing changed over the years?
I feel like now it's almost taken me back to like the beginning. Like when I started doing well in, I think it was like 2015, 2016, I was like a nobody, like didn't have any sponsors.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. I remember like before winning Worlds, I was like called for the NBC interview or whatever, and I was like, why do they want to interview me? Like, and I gave this really like shit answers. Like I did a cartwheel instead of a moody walk.
Go.
Did it!
You did?
The perfect cartwheel.
Okay, good.
You just didn't have experience with like media yet.
Totally, but it was also like, it was just great. Felt like I had nothing to lose, no one to prove anything to, and like everything was a gain. It was like, oh great, like another place always.
Yeah.
And then you get sponsors, you like take yourself more seriously, things can get more stressful, and then like, I struggled in the first like couple years, like after I like kind of made it, and then kind of like reestablished myself and like had a few like dominant years or like one dominant year. And then the last, like after COVID, I kind of struggled. And then it's like hard because you feel like you're not performing as you're expected to.
Right.
And like now having a baby, it's like almost like taken me back to that like beginner mindset of like, I don't feel like like nothing's perfect. Like I was flying on the way here, like holding my baby while she's sleeping, like, you know, hunched, whatever, which, you know, I wouldn't have done for the last couple of years.
Yeah, like maybe it's not optimal, but it's actually better in all ways.
And like it gives me more joy, and like I would do the fun things in racing and whatever, traveling, before I kind of like made it. And so it's like almost just like re-engaged me in like why I love the sport, like letting me like do it in a way that's still fun.
What one moment in your career has defined you more than any other?
Wow, that's a big question. I have like kind of two phases of my career, like the early phase in short course, which had some defining races just to make me known, I guess, and like one of the best triathletes in the world at the time. But
Which was London, right?
Yeah, London 2010 when I like came out of nowhere.
I remember watching you on the TV.
You do, yeah. I was running with like Emma Snowsill and Helen Jenkins, and I was like, what am I doing here? I don't belong here. And then, beat all of them, and it was just crazy. Like I surprised myself and everybody. So I'd say that was the first defining one, and then second round of like, after a lot of struggles, winning the 2020 Daytona was probably a good like confidence boost. Like I can be good at middle distance, and I still want to be racing, and obviously I went through a lot of downs where I questioned if I wanted to do the sport still. But London and Daytona, I'd say, are the two. Yeah, just in terms of like my own personal.
And would you say that like London was when you kind of defined yourself as a runner, and then Daytona was when you defined yourself as a cyclist?
Yeah, I've definitely
so maybe
changed.
The next will be a swimmer.
Yeah, no, never gonna be a swimmer. It's so funny. I grew up swimming, and when I raced junior, I was like first out of the water and everything, but I lost it over the years a lot. And I'm still fine, but I'm definitely not a dominant swimmer anymore. Yeah, Daytona was definitely a good bike for me. And I think it was coming off a year of COVID where we didn't race at all, and I was just riding my bike a lot for fun, and because I wanted to, not because I was like training and trying to do watts and stuff. So I think that was pretty refreshing. This is less serious. Who would you want to play you in a movie about your life?
I'm really bad at knowing any actors.
I know, I am too. I would hate this question.
I don't know.
Jennifer Aniston, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
She's really funny.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a trans monster! That's not even a word!
You guys look a bit alike. Every movie she's in, I love watching. And Friends.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay, that's your answer.
Okay, thank you.
Don't ask me the same thing. I have no idea.
Oh God. Do you think you have what it takes to be a good spy?
A good spy?
Yeah.
Johnny English.
No, I'm pretty bad at lying.
I was going to say, I'm saying no.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at lying. And I also like can't keep I can keep a secret if it's really important, but I'm bad at it.
So even if I ask you something that you're not allowed to say yet, like you're just like, don't put me in that position.
I tell my friends that I can trust, but sometimes that is not
you're
good, you know?
to the court. I would say Paula would make it.
Bad spy.
No, spy, no.
What is your go-to karaoke song?
I don't know about you, but I've never partaken in karaoke.
Neither have I.
Like, I think you actually have to have like kind of balls to.
Yeah, you got to be a bit outgoing. I'd say we're pretty similar in a lot of ways like this.
Yeah. Like I'm outgoing but shy. Like they kind of contradict each other, but like doing karaoke would be my worst nightmare. In university, I had like a really small class, but the minute that we had to like stand and present to someone, I'd be like bright red, like sweating, like
public
even
speaking.
the people I like knew all of them really well, but just like
it's kind of crazy because we're like on TV on these races and like this is going on YouTube, but as soon as you have to stand up in front of a big crowd, it makes me really nervous. Like if we do press conferences, I get nervous and stuff, so it's understandable.
What's something you wish someone had told you sooner when you were first starting out in the sport?
If you get injured, just stop running immediately.
Stop it. Get some help.
I was like notoriously bad for having a niggle. I mean, I think every athlete does this a little bit, but I would just keep going.
We call it a niggle when we're like fully blown injured. Yeah. Like a niggle is what you hold
like
on
this is a niggle and I can't walk. But I'm gonna try running tomorrow. It's probably gonna be better tomorrow.
No! God, please, no! No!
Fine.
So yeah, I think taking a week off is better than taking like 6 months off. That's what I wish someone had told me. And like, what you do tomorrow is not going to affect what happens in 6 months unless it's like the really bad choice, you know?
Yeah.
Just like be smarter about your injury management. I mean, it's really hard when you're young and you have pressure and you don't really know how to deal with it, but I think every athlete experiences that. What is one myth about being a pro triathlete you want to debunk?
I mean, I wouldn't even know what people think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of that one.
Myth.
That we're super rich.
No, they don't think that.
I don't think they think that. I think they kind of, they don't think that.
Yeah.
And we're definitely not. They would just like go on holidays and exercise, and it's always fun.
I mean, we kind of do.
It's always good times. That we can't have babies and still race fast?
Yeah.
You're proving that.
Where's your favorite place in the world and why?
Oh, you've been there. Can you guess?
Edmonton.
No. I mean, it's one of.
like,
Since I was born there. Canmore.
Oh,
Where we had our wedding. Ollie was at our wedding, me and Eric's wedding. You were pregnant.
I was. I looked like a whale.
No, you didn't. My sister looked like a whale. You didn't look like a whale.
Damn!
My sister was also
It was
pregnant.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's where I grew up going skiing, and my family went there like in the summer and stuff, and it's obviously very pretty, like you saw.
It's beautiful.
Well, it's my turn. I'm so like, I'm just waiting for the next question. Ask me another. Okay, what something or someone has inspired you recently?
Yes, two things. I did watch the Netflix documentary of the tennis.
Oh yeah, is it Breaking Point? Is that what it's called?
Something like that. Amazing to see the like psychology of it.
Yeah.
And it's like what we all go through in a race, but it's so like we don't see, you know, someone struggling with the pressure or like the momentum shift between like fine and then you'll crush and you can't get back from it or whatever. But tennis is just like in your face. It's just like psychology right out in the open.
Yeah.
And then there was, I think it was like Iga, she was like win, lose, like point same. And I was like, that is what like you need like to be more level, because I'm like very like this
riding the
emotionally.
highs and lows.
So I don't know know if that's inspirational, but I was like, oh yeah.
No, I think watching those shows does like you can learn a lot if you really watch
So I'm
them
a tennis
carefully.
fan now, even though
you don't play tennis.
no. If Flynn could talk, what do you think he would sound like, and what would he say about you?
I have to do it. Like in my mind, he just talks like a little boy, you know?
Yeah.
Like a cute boy. But he would be like dissatisfied with the amount of activity he gets, I think. Even though he gets so much activity, personally, I feel like he's always like, a bit disappointed. Yeah. It's like, really? That's it? So that's just my own like mental, it drives Eric crazy because he's like, he's fine, you know? But I think if I have a kid, it'll be, that attention will shift, obviously. But right now, Flynn's my kid, so like all of my caring and that side of me goes towards the dog and to Eric a bit too. So yeah, I just try to make him as happy as possible, but it seems like it's never enough.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is.